This one happened literally right before I started streaming, bruh. Freaking matter of fact, let's get into it, bruh. Yo, stop nipping at me, bro. I don't like that. That's not nice. I don't like that shit. Let's go ahead and get into it, bruh. Now, about 2 minutes before I was about to start streaming, a tweet came across my timeline because it was trending in the Twitter trending section. And it comes from a content creator I've never heard of. And I don't mean that as disrespectfully, I just never heard of him. You were in the trending topic for me. And the tweet reads, from Tarzaned, is gaming dead? I'm not really into shooters, i.e. Arc Raiders, Escape from Tarkov, etc. But it genuinely feels like games aren't made the way they were a decade ago. Outside of League, I haven't found anything I can log into daily and I still feel satisfied by. This tweet told me everything I needed to know about you. First of all, and he clarified it, he said in the post right here, because he's getting flamed up on Twitter. He's getting flamed. He said to clarify to you unskilled lowbobs, he's calling us idiots. Which, by the way, I was going to let you rock until you basically called us idiots. I was obviously referring to online multiplayer games. If you were talking about online multiplayer games, you should state that. Does it feel like multiplayer games are dying? That should be the question. Not is gaming is dead. Because there's no guarantee everybody's gonna read this, but they'll see this because it went viral. And it makes me wonder, are you guys trolling or like, is rent due? Do you need to get money? Listen, the words have meaning, guys. So when you use them, make sure you're using them correctly, because what you stated was gaming as a whole is dead. And you know this take is trash because it has 1.4 million views and only 700 likes. Just to give you perspective on how bad of a ratio that is. Let me show y'all some of my highlights on Twitter. I had a tweet go viral the other day. Here, we can talk about this one. This one got 1 million views on January. Matter of fact, this is the same day. We both tweeted this on January 10th. 1.4 million views, 700 likes. I tweeted this on January 10th, the same day, 1 million views, almost 30,000 likes, almost 2,000 retweets. That's how you know this take is fucking trash. So shout out to the gaming community for not even entertaining this dumbass shit, bruh. No, gaming is not dead. You're not passionate about games. And I love that this tweet popped up on my timeline, because if you didn't watch the new GI podcast at youtube.com/GI updates, we uploading weekly, by the way, if you didn't know. We talked about how we need to get back to gatekeeping in gaming. The space has been invaded by a lot of frauds who only like one particular thing, but feel the need to comment on the culture. You are not of the culture. You are a League of Legends fan, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I do find it ironic that someone who's a League of Legends fanboy doesn't know how to stay in his fucking lane. Isn't that game all about being in your lane? Knowing when to swerve? You should stay in your fucking lane. You're not built for this conversation, big man. And I think the most disappointing thing about this shit, because I was like, who the fuck is this? It's a content creator. He's a Twitch streamer with almost 100,000 followers. You have influence. Let me show you something, Tarzaned, if you ever see this shit, bruh. And I'm assuming because you have almost 75,000 followers, you probably do this full time. This is your full-time job and you are unpassionate. So we're gonna go Game Awards 2025. Google.com is free, guys. We're gonna go to the website. We're gonna verify that we're real humans. And then all you gotta do once you get on this website is just take a look at the different categories, look at all these different categories. Pick one. You don't even gotta do Game of the Year. You could do best performance if you want to, best game direction, best ongoing game. That's what you like anyway, live service slop, best action game, best multiplayer. They even got a section for TV shows and shit. Best action adventure, best accessibility, best fighting. Pick a category, go through them all. Look at it. You can't find one game that you're interested in. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think you like games. And we need to start calling this shit out because these people are detrimental. And I think, truthfully, their influence harms people because he's keeping his influential audience from critically thinking about other things. You might be missing out on a piece of art that you genuinely enjoy because you got somebody just blindly following this dude, bruh. So I think the solution is if you genuinely feel like gaming is dead, if you wanted to be serious about the conversation, the way you present this tweet is, I feel like gaming's not in a good space, but I could be wrong. Does anybody have any recommendations for me? You would have had mad people replying below. Yo, give this, what do you like? Also, it would help if you state that, what do you like? Right now, the only thing we know is you like League of Legends, which already makes your opinion null and void. Guys, League of Legends came out in 2009, which was 17 years ago. This man got on Bardoc's internet and admitted that he logs into a 17-year-old game daily, which, by the way, League of Legends has a top 5 most toxic community in the gaming space. And you log into that daily and then have the nerve to say gaming is dead? I don't understand this shit, bruh. I don't understand this shit. And the crazy part is, let's say this is what you said, but let's say this is actually what you meant. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's talking about online multiplayer gaming. You're wrong with that too. Pick a fucking game, bruh. Arc Raiders, Escape from Tarkov, Battlefield 6. If you want to go the co-op route, you could go Split Fiction because that is a multiplayer game. You could play Peak. That was one of the big indie multiplayer games. There's a gazillion of them. Yeah, Warframe, pick one. And then, so then I responded to this tweet because I'm getting sick of this shit, bro. What up, Trey? Gaming is the only hobby where you got to beg people to try shit. The things they claim that they love, and you're somehow an influencer. Book readers don't go to Barnes and Nobles. I mean, yes, they do. Book readers don't say, is reading dead? They say, I need to find a new book. I'm going to go to Barnes and Nobles. I'm going to go to the library. Music heads don't say music is dead. They go on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and they search for artists. They go on TikTok. They find different recommendations. This is the only space where people do this shit. And I think what makes these takes so bad, for those unaware, gaming is the most popular form of media in the world for the last 15 years. It is more popular than music, movies, books, and everything else in between combined. So if you feel like you don't have a passion for it, because I don't know what that shit is about either. Just completely dismissing single player games. If you have no passion for that, you can't find a multiplayer game you want to play. I think the solution is go find something else to do. Stop bitching, bruh. Go find something else to do. There's a million other different hobbies that you can get into. These are terrible takes. And shout out to everybody not fucking liking this tweet, bruh. Yeah, dude is tripping, bottom line. Just go. We know we flaming you up, but just go on this website and look for something, man. There's nothing there there was a whole new console that came out last year. There's a new one coming out this year with the Steam machine. Please stop this shit, bro. Niggas act like they don't got a back. The Steam, bro, I'm drowning in games. I picked up Hades 2 off the Steam sales. I bought Silksong off the Steam sales. I'm drowning. Anime is dead. Anime is not dead, bro. Sentenced to Be a Hero just dropped. That shit is gas. I think a lot of you, you know, it's okay. This is where I'm gonna leave it at. It's okay to take breaks. If you're not feeling passionate about X, Y, and Z, take a break from it and then come back to it. And maybe you find that you like it. And then if you find that you don't, I think the solution is that you need a new hobby, and that's okay. But stop speaking on the culture. I don't know where this shit comes from, man. I do not know it, especially coming from a League player. I'm not gonna lie. We flaming you League niggas. You're playing League in 2026. League of Legends, guys. League. The game that can run on a toaster. The game that's got a bazillion characters, so it's impossible to fucking Yo, I don't know if you know. If you ever see this shit, because I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. There's a game based on League of Legends coming out. Maybe you'll like. Well, no, it's actually out. It's called 2XKO. It's a fighting game. It's online multiplayer because you dismissed all single player games. It's got familiar League characters in it because I know it's hard to come out your comfort zone. But League in 2026? This shit is crazy, man. Nah, don't have him step into that realm. Nah, you can beat on him, Trey. You can beat on him when he gets on the game. The bottom line is we got to stop pushing this narrative that gaming is dead. Gaming is generating hand over fist, almost too much damn money, to the point where we're a victim of our own success because now they're getting greedy. Not getting, they are. Overwatch players are more happy than League of Legends players. That's the crazy part, ain't it? I don't know how that happened. But you're not wrong. I'll be damned if I ever take a league player's opinion on anything. Like, League, you log into League of Legends daily? That shit sounds like a fucking job. There's just no game that makes me passionate about logging in daily. Gaming is not about logging in daily, guys. It's not a fucking job. It's an escape from reality to have fun. I can't stress that enough. And whether that fun is with friends or by yourself, it's supposed to be an escape, not something that you log into daily and knock off your dailies, your weeklies, and your monthly challenges, guys. That's a fucking job, and that's not fun. Either you're trying to make ICS content or trying to bag a racist e-girl. Whatever he's working, because you're saying that he might be engagement farming, I don't think he's doing a very good job. Because like I said, you got 1 million views and you didn't even get 1,000 likes. So he might be the worst engagement farmer that I've ever seen. Rage bait harder, buddy. Yeah, this is an L rage bait. Treating gaming like a 2K daily challenges. Yeah, like y'all see how I am. Like if I feel like I'm tired, I just get off the game. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Nah, he's not a rage baiter. He's known for being unhinged. This isn't unhinged. This is just a stupid take. You a fool if Arcane got you. Yeah, go watch Arcane, nigga. Like it's not a game, but that's League of Legends adjacent. It's a TV show you love. Like, go watch Arcane, bro. That shit came out in 2009. You still logging into that bitch, bro? But I do find it ironic that a League of Legends player doesn't know how to stay in their lane, man. What else I got for ya? Let me put that giant. That's why I can't understand why people can play the same game every week. That would drive me insane. Yeah, like life gets boring. Life is supposed to be about new experiences. I think it's important to ask yourself, if you can afford it, because I understand money can be tight sometimes. But when's the last time you went out and just experienced something new, you know? That's what life is about. Don't be the grandpa that has no war stories. Imagine waking up one day and you're fucking 70 years old and your grandchild is talking about, Daddy, Granddaddy, what'd you do when you were young? I logged into League of Legends every fucking day for 18 years. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Yo, shout out to Kango Salmon with the sub. Go outside or something, nigga. Damn, that just hit me. Shit, like I went ice skating for the first time last week. Didn't bust my ass, by the way. I did an amazing job. I found out I have a new talent. My girl was like, yo, you could have been a hockey player if in a different life. I was like, niggas need to get on ice, bro. You know the surprising thing about ice skating too? I got a respect for hockey players. I mean, I had respect for them before, but I got a new respect for hockey players. It's a good workout. I was having fun. It's a good workout. I was sweating. Yo, shout out to Fort Brazy with this. You said I fell confirmed. Actually, I'm not even capping. I didn't fall. Funny enough. Because you know what it was? That was my first time doing it, but I had a friend tell me in the past, ice skating is like rollerblading. If you've never done it before, I can confirm it is. I used to rollerblade a lot when I was a kid, so I picked it up pretty easily. I didn't hold on to the railing once. I was actually moving pretty damn quickly. Said, nigga, I'm not busting my ass. You'll be all right. But shout out to Hokage Dre with the sub. Appreciate it. I'm going snowboarding all day tomorrow. I have yet to go snowboarding. I would like to do that. I've been surfing before. That shit is a leg workout and balance. Yeah, if you got a strong core and good balance, you can ice skate. It was fun. But What else I got for ya? What else I got for you? Yo, Walk Wizard, what's going on with you, dog? This nigga in the YouTube chat, gaming is dead, dating is dead, Wizard 101 is dead, dating is dead, snowboarding is dead. Oh, let me open up my multi-chat. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? Everything dead. We get it, dog. El Rage Bait. Yeah, Club Penguin is dead, literally, bro. Sweating up in the roller rink. Type shit. Do something different, man. Go outside and enjoy life, bro. Life is too, especially if you're making money, man. If you get to a point where you're comfortable with your life, don't just be sitting on your money. You can't take it with you, bro. Don't be one of these miserable fucking billionaires. Yeah, he going through it. Everything dead, man. All right, let me make sure this multi-chat is live. There we go. All right, what else I got for y'all? Speaking of multiplayer games, you can turn Arc Raiders into a first-person shooter. And Arc Raiders players discovered that the game has a first-person view mode accessible in the PC version, but it's one that requires a bit of digging and by far the worst way to play the game. You're gonna have to touch the game's code. Arc Raiders is a third-person, we know, where the player must explore. Let's talk about that. Oh, here it is right here. Arc Raiders is usually locked in the third-person viewpoint, but it's possible to change it to in the PC port. A user on the Reddit discovered the mode via the control commands. All right, let's see. PlayStation Home is dead. Who trying to play in first person? Don't put that Tarzan guy on us. League players, he's perma-banned and we hate him too. Is he really? Is he known in the League community? He's perma-banned. You gonna play Skull and Bones? No, nigga. Not playing no fucking Skull and Bones update. Only update I'm gonna talk about is when that game die. I mean, visually in first person, it doesn't look, it looks good. It's just the hand, you can tell it wasn't made for first person. Would you try this is the question. First person Arc Raiders is dead. Everything dead, bro. This clip 30 seconds. I mean, 3 minutes. We get the gist of it, bro. Somebody in the chat said they already patched it, but I thought it was cool. I thought it was worth sharing. It's kind of a slow stream. I mean, a slow news day. You said you gonna play this joint off stream? I got you.
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off stream.
I just wanted to put y'all on to it. Former Assassin's Creed director says the future of the game design lies in smaller teams. Former Assassin's Creed director has shared his thoughts about AAA game development, suggesting we need smaller teams and admitting that big budget developers cannot solve a problem by throwing people at it. In an interview with our sister site, Game Industry Biz, who's currently works at FunPlus, talked frankly about his time at Ubisoft, suggesting it's not tenable to keep making bigger and bigger games with more and more people. There's this theory that says that whenever humans create something that surpasses 100 people, it completely changes the dynamic of it. As soon as you surpass that, the ratio of management to people working on the game explodes. You have to start having a very management heavy structure. You need to have people to coordinate the people coordinating, he said. Something that a lot of AAA studios mistakenly do, or certainly did in the past, is think that you can solve a problem by throwing people at it. By adding people to a problem stagnates the people that were already being efficient on it, and it just creates a lot of variable noises. Yeah, it's a lot of too many cooks in the kitchen, bro. So I think the future lies in smaller teams, something that I've been saying on this stream for the last 5 years. Too many cooks in the kitchen. You know what I think secretly inspired this statement is Expedition 33. Because despite what them annoying ass Silksong niggas say, it is an indie game that was developed by 30 people. Apparently they try to change the definition of an indie game to somebody, only one person in his fucking garage. That's not how it works. But anyways, Silksong niggas aside, yeah, I think Expedition 33, as well as Silksong, as well as Hades 2, I think these indie games that have been getting a lot of love, got some of these AAA studios looking like, damn, maybe we need to downsize, because the reality is like more doesn't make better. My theory, I think what happened with gaming is, because for those unaware, a lot of the classic games from the 90s, early 2000s, those were made by small teams. The gaming industry was way smaller back then, even like the Nintendo stuff, right? What happened was gaming went mainstream. And like he kind of said in this article, I think people assumed that bigger meant better. I also think it was kind of like an ego thing, to be honest. for the longest. If you didn't grow up in my era, being a nerd is cool now. When I was a kid, if you liked anime and video games and shit, you got made fun of. And I think some of it low key is the gaming industry started to go mainstream. Now the nerds got the power. You know, they got some money in their pocket and they want to flex. Well, fuck it. Let's go from a 30 to 50 man studio. Let's do a 1,000 man studio. And it's just not necessary. All it does is create more problems because one person can have a really cool idea, but it's got to go through 30 fucking people to get that shit done. And that's not necessary. That's why, you know, you have special forces teams that do very specific things, like infiltrate in the middle of the dark, because it's more efficient to have a smaller team to do X, Y, Z. Now, do you need more people for certain things? Sure. But I think we would get more games, not that we need more because there's already too many damn games, but we would get more original IPs for a smaller budget that can make a bigger profit, so these studios don't have to. And then you also have less mouths to feed, right? You can also spawn off more studios. Just downsize, man. We'll get more creativity. It's just more positive than negatives. I think what's happening and what he's talking about is I think these game devs are starting to become more self-aware. And I think we're going to see them start to dial it back. We started off small. We started making money, exploded and got a little too big for our pants, started expanding too much. And now it's time to, you know, the pendulum is swinging back in the middle. It's like maybe we should downsize a little bit and just focus on quality over set of quality. 100 people and they all came up with a freemium game. What? Quality or quantity? Which one do you choose? Oh, definitely quality every single time. If you can get both, even better. But it's good to hear that, you know, they're talking about this. Because like I said, friendly reminder for those unaware, Expedition 33 should have been a Ubisoft game. And that's why I said I think Expedition 33 inspired this statement, because this man was a former director on Assassin's Creed. He's probably looking at those Ubisoft developers who left and made their own game with a small team and is like, damn, we could have did that if we wasn't so busy making fucking Ubisoft slop. Less is more. Who hasn't heard that statement? Less is more. Just don't dial it back like Mafia Old Country. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Mafia Old Country went too far in a different direction, bro. Live service flops will teach you this. I can't wait for the era of live service bullshit to go somewhere, bro, and just get back to other stuff. Less is also constructive and affordable. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like another benefit of having smaller dev teams is you have to pay people less. The games cost less to make. So even if it does flop, it's easier to break even, or if it goes negative, it won't go super negative versus, you know, if a game costs $200 million to make, you got to make at least $200 million just to break even. And that's not going to cut it. You got to make a profit so you can keep paying for the lights to keep the studio. Because also keep in mind, guys, it's not just about paying the devs. Think about if you got 100-man plus team, that's 100 fucking gaming PCs in there, high-end PCs that all need electricity. And then I've been to these studios. They got weight rooms in there, cafeterias, soccer fields, fucking basketball court. It take a lot of energy. These are college. If you've never been to a game studio, they are college campuses. They have a lot. Yeah, the water bill through the roof. And then if you need repairs somewhere, you got showers. It costs a lot of money to keep that shit up. They're college campuses now. And I'm here to say everything doesn't need that, man. You guys are not all Grand Theft Auto 6, and I don't know who told you that. So yeah, I thought that was cool to see some self-awareness. That's on the good side. That's some good Ubisoft news. Some cracking some jokes, some bad Ubisoft news is apparently Skull and Bones is not the only game Ubisoft internally views as a quadruple A game. Apparently, according to like the LinkedIn or whatever the fuck this came in, they think that Assassin's Creed Mirage was a quadruple A game. Assassin's Creed Shadows is a quadruple A game as well. These games are not. I'm here to let you know they're not. These games are running on the same engine from like fucking 10 years ago. You guys just slightly upgrade the lighting and the textures and shit like that. But apparently, a lot of internal people at Ubisoft view these games as quadruple A game, not triple A, quadruple. And this is what I mean, out of touch. The only reason I could think that they would refer to Assassin's Creed Shadows as a quadruple A game is because of how much shit is on the fucking map. I think some of these higher ups at Ubisoft think that if they just put a bunch of shit on the map, that equals higher production. And like, no, it doesn't. I'd rather have, the reason why I think Ghost of Tsushima really hit hard is I feel like the side quests, there wasn't a shit ton of them on the map, and the side characters that you met they all mattered and they hit hard. Like they added something to the story. But just putting a bunch of stuff on the map doesn't make it quadruple A. It just means you just shit everywhere, bro. You could use that engine for something smaller, something better. Yeah, it's coming from their LinkedIn. That's fucking funny, bro. Mirage was a Duracell AA game. Oh shit. Calling Mirage quadruple A is funny because that was a smaller scale game. That shit was DLC. I don't know if this is true or not, so take this with a grain of salt. This is just a random Twitter account that popped up on my For You page, and also they don't state their source, but they gave some details on Phantom Blade Zero. I'm gonna assume this came from a video or an article or something. I don't know where this came from, but they said you have only 66 days to live and you must find the true conspirators to save your life. You play as Soul, an elite assassin who serves the Order, neither a Souls-like nor a hack and slash. What else we got? Game takes its inspiration from Resident Evil and Silent Hill for the game atmosphere. Game will have difficulty options to engage as many players as possible, so there will be an easy mode for you scrubs. More than 30 plus weapons and a 20 plus move set, and it drops in September. Why not 67 days? Boo, nigga, boo. Boo. Boo this man, chat. Boo. Boo.
What were you thinking when you made that 6-7 joke? Your president wouldn't like that shit, nigga. Shut up. Your president wouldn't like that.
Anyways, yeah, you need to leave. You need
to leave.
All right, what else I got for you? I hate myself for laughing. I don't know if y'all saw this. Palworld is now coming for Pokemon with their own tradable card game. Palworld, the monster collecting survival hit from Pocket Pair that's intensely Pokemon with guns, is officially expanding beyond video games onto tabletops in another move that echoes the broader Pokemon franchise. On January 12th today, Pocket Pair announced that Palworld's official card game, which is set to launch on January 30th. And then they have a trailer right here. Another lawsuit coming. So when they say TCG, this is only digital or is these physicals? According to details published on the new site, the Palworld TCG is a new 2-player competitive card game where you can enjoy strategic and tactical battles through deploying various unique pals. Like in the video game, players, it's probably digital. Because I was about to say, is if it's physical, is this worth buying? But I think it's only digital because they got that TCG shit in it. A card game? Nintendo about to trademark the cards now? Nintendo about to bust through the bando like, I know you niggas is not out there making a card game. You said you was not Pokemon. What's next? A fucking anime? Get your fucking hands in the air, Palworld. The Nintendo Yakuza magic. So I mean, if you're into it, it's coming. I don't know who's gonna. It's launching with 137 pals. I don't know. If it's like Marvel Snap, I might play it. Who knows? Maybe the card game could be fire if the rules are different. That might be, because I feel like Palworld hype died a long time ago, but who knows? Maybe like the card game brings it to a new audience. I had to come back to YouTube. The quality is way better over here. Hey, as long as you hit the like button. As long as you hit the like button. Other news, Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch 2 could be happening sooner than later. Call of Duty is coming to the Switch 2, that we know for sure. Key Xbox and Activision figures have underlined how important Nintendo's hardware is for the brand moving forward, with their last comments on the matter happening last year for the Black Ops 7 reveal. The more important question now is when that's actually happening. We've heard all sorts of rumblings over the last few months, with insiders and other industry figures pointing to a big release coming at some point in 2026. Now, a data miner on Twitter could point to when it's happening sooner rather than later. The account has a history of looking through Call of Duty files and the latest updates and shared this new finding on January 11th. Several lines added with the recent Call of Duty HQ reference the Nintendo platform family and account type, along with consoles and PC platforms that have access to the games already. So, I mean, it's pretty much confirmed that it's coming, but I still don't see a goddamn release date. Y'all want to see what it's going to look like? Y'all want to see what it's... Oh, first of all, what's the temperature from a scale of 1 to 10, chat? How we feeling about Black Ops 7 on the Switch 2? I know some people in the chat got a Switch 2. While y'all let me know, give me that number, 10 being the best. I'm going to show y'all what the Switch 2 version of Black Ops 7 is going to look like. Negative 10? Oh, shit. Pull that up. It's about to look like the PS4 Black Ops 7. I don't even know what that shit look like. What? This is what it's gonna look like right here. I got a world exclusive. If this shit would just fucking play. Fucking goofy ass. Yo, this new YouTube player. What the fuck, bro? There we go. I got a sneak preview of y'all right here. We got a world. Here we
World premiere. World premiere. What you are looking at is the world premiere of Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch 2, running at all even 18 frames per second.
Hello, my name is Obama, and this shit sucks, nigga. Michelle, burn my Switch 2.
So, you know, I'm just giving y'all a preview of what it's gonna look like. Frame rate still questionable. Oh shit, who's ready for that? Oh my goodness. Man, these PS2 graphics. Y'all remember Call of Duty on the Wii U? That's what it's gonna look like, man. That's what it's gonna look like. That shit look like the Vita? Nigga, it was. All right. Yo, can you niggas keep up? I literally searched it and then it said on the screen, that it said PS Vita. That shit like the Vita version. Keep up, chat. Come on now. Sonic the Hedgehog is everywhere when it comes to merch, but finally we got some more Sonic the Hedgehog gear if you're into that shit. You know, some new clothes coming. Steady Hands collaboration. It's a slow news day, guys. I'm just trying to find something to talk about here. We're doing a weekly podcast. I'm scraping everywhere, man. You said I updated the soundboard. I'm testing everything. Somebody gotta do it, bro. Come on. I'm not gonna lie. That shirt's okay. That one's okay. But so far, none of this shit. That one's okay. None of this shit is like blowing me away, to be honest. Shout out to Jabba with the sub. Appreciate it. That one, nah. Yeah, I mean, if you're into this shit, here's their Instagram. 5 out of 10, but this one's not blowing me away. I'm not gonna lie. I dropped the link in the chat. So that's a new collab coming. I saw this on the timeline. Disney and Webtoon have announced they will make a new app that will have comics from Marvel and other Disney-owned IPs. It will have the newest comics while also restoring old ones. I thought Webtoon was like indie comic books. It was a place to self-publish. I'm confused. Walt Disney announced today that Disney and Webtoon have completed the previously announced strategic agreements, including both the development of an all-new digital comics platform, as well as Disney's approximately 2% equity investment in Webtoon Entertainment. Now that we know Disney is a part owner of Webtoon, keep an eye, because that also means it could go new corporate overlords. What was once indie, you seen what they did to Star Wars. With the closing of these definitive agreements, Webtoon and Disney will move forward with plans for Webtoon to build and operate an all-new digital comics platform that will feature current comic book runs and include decades of past comics from across Disney's portfolio, including Marvel, Star Wars, 20th Century Studios, and more alongside select Webtoon original stories, as outlined in September 15, 2025 announcement. So it sounds to me like they're doing... because if you don't read comic books, Marvel already has Marvel Unlimited. It sounds to me like they're doing one of those kind of Crunchyroll alternatives where you can get animes from all these different places. So like with this app, you would get Webtoons, but you would also get Marvel stuff. I feel like this would only be worth it if you're getting the new Marvel and Star Wars comic book. There's a couple Star Wars runs going on right now. If you're getting the new stuff from Disney as well as the new stuff from Webtoon, what confuses me is like, wouldn't this kill the Marvel Unlimited app? Because why would I subscribe to Marvel Unlimited when I can get Webtoon and I get everything? This milestone builds on the successful ongoing effort to bring iconic comics from Disney, Marvel, 20th Century, and Star Wars brands to Webtoon's mobile vertical scroll format. Following the announcement in August of 2025, in addition to reformatted titles, brand new original web, so they're bringing old stuff. New Webtoon webcomic series from the franchise are also in development for Webtoon's global platform. So they're making original new stuff too. Yes and no. Man, it's a self-published stuff. Webtoons has an Assassin's Creed comic too. They might merge the app. That could happen. Yeah, they could merge it into just call it Webtoon or some shit like that. So they've been adding more Marvel comics. I read part in The Last Ronin on the Webtoon. So it's lit then. Okay, this app is lit. So be aware, Star Wars and Marvel is coming to Webtoon. If it offers a good value because you're getting all these platforms in one, I'm not mad at it. It's just I'm confused because wouldn't this cannibalize themselves if they keep the Marvel Unlimited app going? Either way, it's a winner for readers. I'll tell you that much. He said, it better be fucking worth it. But I'm trying to get into content creation covering anime and manga gaming news. Is there any advice or tips for when it comes to finding articles and news? I use an app called Feedly. I use this app right here, feedly.com. You go in. Do you little niggas know what an RSS feed is? I don't know. I don't know. You little Gen Z niggas know what that is? You make an account on here and then you go get the RSS feeds from different websites and you plug it in and then you can aggregate all the news. They do not. I don't know if y'all know what that. Yeah, this is Unk technology. I'm not gonna lie, but it is useful. Yes, but I'm old. And then you can download the app on your phone. So like I have it on the web browser, but I'm not gonna lie, I mostly read from my phone. And I save articles there basically. You can bookmark stuff like that, but get the RSS. I get the RSS feed from like IGN, GameSpot, Kotaku, you know, Gamasutra, all the different gaming websites, anime and stuff like that. Yeah, Unk Tech, but you gotta learn how to use the RSS feed. What else I got for you? Feedly.com. It's free. He said I can figure it out. It's not hard. It's not hard. Just Google, just whatever website you want to look up, anime.com RSS feed. Look it up and you'll find it. It'll be published somewhere.